Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? It's your boy Larry Jones, back at you at Studio C, as you can see. Still fighting my voice. I was at a concert last night, did a little screaming, and now my voice is even worse. So I shouldn't have done that. Feel fine. It's just my voice. Over a week now, just been struggling. Hey, let's get right into it. Listen, go ahead and like the video right now. Let's get a lot of likes on this video. And for all of you that are new, thank you for joining. So let's go into Shiba Inu. Now, anything I say about Shiba Inu is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, or the market that I just covered. To protect myself, I am going to say this is what I'm doing. All right. So I told you guys, I talked to you guys. Remember last week? Leave me a comment if you do. Remember last week? I brought up Shiba Inu when it went way down, but then I asked the question, is anyone buying Shiba Inu right here? Remember, I don't know if it was a morning live or if it was one of these videos. If you heard me say that, please leave me a comment, right? I stopped the video and said, is anyone buying while it's down here? You know, everybody was having these Shiba Inu dreams. There's no dreams when it's low. So here's what I will say about Shiba Inu, concerning Shiba Inu. So last night I went to a concert. Earth, Wind, and Fire, one of my favorite bands in the world. I think still today one of the best bands. It's my personal best band in the world, right? At the United Center, they came with Lionel Richie, right? And shout out to my boy Ethan Farmer. He slaughtered that bass. Love live music, okay? And let's just say between the two groups, I was one of probably 15 people that got a chance to take pictures with them before the concert started. And one of them was just excited to see me as I was to see them. A lot of you guys don't know, I worked in the music industry and worked with a lot of artists, okay? So I'm not one of these that get starstruck. But this is these two groups are just icons, right? So let's just say one of them we were just chopping it up about Shiba Inu, right? And so it came up. So I saw this morning that my boy, shout out to Keenan Grace, he put out a video about Shiba Inu. So what I did was, this is the way I do. I said, I'm not going to watch his video because what I say, I don't want it to be biased, right? So I'm just going off of what I think. You guys know that when it comes to Shiba Inu, I'm brutally honest. I was one of the first big pages that talked about Shiba Inu, made a lot of money, but I also took flack when I was talking about it was time to sell. So Shiba Inu ran up this week. I kept getting notices from my Coinbase app. Shiba Inu up 15%. It was running up, right? SHIB, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I think SHIB will outperform Doge, even with Elon, all right? I think Elon is going to cause Doge to run up, but I also believe he's gonna cause it to go down again, like he did in the prior cycle. I want you guys to notice about all crypto. Crypto is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now, here's another thing I'm going to warn you, and I'm going to go in deeper into SHIB, that you're going to see a lot of these people sitting in cars just like this. Everybody's going to start having dreams, and they're going to start having dreams about Shiba Inu and all of this wealth, transfer wealth. Will there be money made in Shiba Inu? Yes, a ton of money. Will there be money lost? Yes, a ton of money. Now, we are not in the markup phase, right? We have the halving that's supposed to come in Q1 into Q2 of next year. So we are still in the accumulation stage. And so what is it safe to do? Accumulate. Me personally, I would be looking at 5 zeros and 1 7. Anything in that range, 5 zeros and 1 7. Now, 5 zeros and 1 8, I would accumulate down to 5 zeros and 1 7. If it goes down to 5 0 and 1 6, I'm still going to accumulate. I would not be, me personally, this is me, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not chasing. And I would just accumulate, right? Treat it like a penny bank. So my question to you is, If it's 5 zeros and 1 9 now, and you put a big chunk of money in, and it goes down to 5 zeros and 1 6, because it will trade sideways, what happens is most of you guys put less money in, and that's backwards. I want you to challenge yourselves. Remember what happened last time, right? So what you should do, if you just itching to get in right now, is while it's 5 zeros and 1 9-ish, put a little money in. And if it goes down to 5 zeros and 1 7, that's when you put a little more money in. Follow? When it goes down, challenge yourself to do the polar opposite. Now, you're going to see a lot of these ridiculous, oh, Shiba Inu is going to $2. Shiba Inu is going to 10 cents. It's never going to happen. And you have to remember, what is Shiba Inu worth? Is what you and I say it's worth, right? Same thing with Doge and all of these other micro coins, right? But here's what I want you to look at. You have to look at percentages, good people. Remember, it ran up last cycle to like quad zero, 4 zeros, and like 8 okay? And remember, I made a big investment. I had over 2 billion shares, remember? And I made a big investment and rode it all the way up, took my money and ran, right? And I'm going to tell you guys that are bag holding, don't get upset at what I'm about to say or what I'm saying right now. You should be glad, because if people accumulate at the right price, right? Because you're going to have swing traders that'll buy at 5 zeros and 1 8. And then when it gets to 5 zeros and 12, they're going to sell. They're going to take profits. So what's going to continue to happen to the ones that are bag holding, you're going to continue to see these drops, right? What I'm saying is going to help the bag holders, because if more people accumulate at 5 zeros 1 7, you know, if it goes down to 5 0 1 6, then you 5 0 6, I'm sorry, then you buy more, or 5 0 7, then you buy more. They're going to hold longer. Just think about that. That is good for the bag holders long term. So what I'm saying is actually going to help the bag holders, okay? And so I want you guys to think about this. If your average is 5 zeros and 1 7, and it goes up to 4 zeros and 1 7. Remember, last cycle, it went up to 4 zeros, 8 8-ish, right? But if you hold right now, if you buy at 5 zeros and 1 7, and it goes up to 4 zeros and 1 7, that's 1,000%. That's a 10 bagger. So I want you to concentrate on the percentages, because a lot of people, because it's going to be trading sideways for a while, will be swing trading. They're going to continue to take profits. So you're going to go, oh, it's happening, it's happening. You're going to get excited. You're going to dump more money in, then it goes down and you lose even more money since you've been bag holding. And you go, oh, man. And you're on that emotional roller coaster. I'm telling you to zoom out this entire year where Shiba Inu is. Zoom out and see where the bottom is. And you will clearly see that this is simply a game of patience. Just wait. It will trade sideways, right? Now, news pending. Now, something else could come out, right? We know the announcement of shibarium, and I know you guys are going to go, what about shibarium? And what about this other thing that they're launching? All of these news cycles, if you notice, I don't cover that. You never hear me talk about shibarium. You never hear me talk about all of the other stuff that's going on. I'm gonna stand on the island alone, and I'm gonna tell you that that's irrelevant. What is relevant is that you get in before the army come. The pump is coming. The price predictions are coming. Then what you need to do is do like I did last cycle. Be in early and get out early, right? Just like when you're at a concert, right? And you've seen this act over and over and over and over again. I used to work at a venue. So if they're doing the last song, right? And like last night, Lionel closed out. He was doing his last song. I know what that last song is. So what do? Do you wait until everybody hits the parking lot at the same time? Or do you start heading out? If you smart, you start heading out. You go, hey, this is the last song, let me start heading out. And you head out and you get out what? First. You're one of the first ones to get out. It's all about what you think it's worth and what we are willing to pay for it, right? And so you have to leave room. It's something called the greater food theory, meaning that if you buy something, you try to buy it when everybody's abandoning it. But when it runs up, you have to leave room for a greater fool than you to buy it, right? In a nutshell, that's the greater food theory. Because if you don't sell at some point and you start buying into the hodl crap, then you will lose. And here at Stock Up, we're about making money and not losing. Now, I know this video was long. I'm going to take 2 minutes and talk about the positive, okay? Treat people right. It's simple, y'all. Treat people right. I've taken hundreds of photos when people recognize me. I got recognized numerous times at the concert last night. If anybody say Larry was, Stock Up is acting stuck up with Larry Jones, you guys know that's a lie. My wife knows, my friends knows. If anybody sees or recognizes me, I'm going to spend time and make people feel like they are valued, because they are. I've worked with artists that I've seen some artists treat people like trash, and I promised myself I would never do that. And so just treat people right wherever you go, wherever you are, because you never know what's going to happen. For those of you that's been following me for a while, I told a story. I'm going to tell a story really quickly. A family friend of my dad's, right? And he was like an uncle to me, in Chicago, Dan Ryan. He's heading to work. He sees a gentleman in a suit and a nice looking car with the hood up. He pulls over by the Sox Park. He assists the gentleman. The gentleman says, I have an extremely busy meeting. He calls a tow truck. He asks who's like my play uncle, hey, could you do me a favor and just run me downtown? This meeting is so big. And what did he do? He took the man to work, right? He was like, yes, let me take you to work. He took him to work. Left his car there, tow truck came and got it, got this guy to work, made sure this guy was okay, didn't know who he was, right? This is a true story. A while later, he goes, this was many, many years ago, and he goes to get a mortgage, his first mortgage, his first house. And he goes downtown to the office and he's trying to get approved, and his credit is kind of, and he's trying and he's working, got a great job. And yes, Mr. Washington, we just need to see blah, 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 blah. And we just need to get it approved. And so this gentleman comes in to approve it. You guys already know the end of this story. It's the very gentleman he helped. He goes, you're the guy that helped me on the freeway. He said, oh yeah, man. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing here? He's like, he's in the position to approve this stuff. He's the loan officer. And guess what he does? He goes, yeah, we need you to look at, the lady says, we need you to look at this to approve it. He said, oh, it's approved. Oh, it's approved. And so my message is treat people right. You never know when you're entertaining angels. You never know, they always talk about treating people right on the way up, because you never know. It's just easy. Just do it every day, good people. I'm going to leave it right there, good people. Make sure you check out the links below. Sorry for the stuttering, the blumbling, and all of that. I just wanted to get this out there to you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.